we move into the second and third days, the infrastructure dominoes start to fall with brutal efficiency. Modern cities are life support systems that require constant human intervention. Without engineers to balance the load, the electrical grid begins to experience cascading failures. Once one substation trips, it puts pressure on the next, leading to a regional and eventually national blackout. When the power dies, the water pumps stop. For those living in high-rise buildings or cities, the taps will run dry within hours of the grid failure. Without running water, sanitation disappears, and the risk of secondary infections begins to rise. This is the dark window where the lack of communication via the internet or cellular networks turns a global fever into a psychological nightmare. People are trapped in their homes, shivering in the dark, with no way to know if the rest of the world even exists anymore. The physical weakness of the fever prevents any organized looting or violence initially, but it also prevents anyone from fixing the very systems that keep us alive. The biological reality of a universal fever creates a unique survival challenge that many preppers often overlook: the extreme vulnerability of the human body when it cannot self-regulate. A fever is your body's way of cooking a pathogen, but it requires a massive amount of metabolic energy and water. In a normal world, we drink water and take medicine to manage the symptoms. But in a world where everyone is sick, the simple act of walking to the kitchen for a glass of water becomes a Herculean task. Dehydration becomes the silent killer. If 8 billion people are sweating out their fluids and no one is there to deliver clean water, the mortality rate will not be driven by the virus, but by basic thirst. This is where your survival preparation changes the outcome of your life. While others are waiting for a miracle, the prepared individual is utilizing a pre-staged hydration station and low-energy nutrition to keep their body in the fight. To survive this mass incapacitation, you must implement a tiered survival strategy that starts long before the first person sneezes.